Welcome back. You probably may heard about the Maxwell sentence, and there was another story which I've been following. It been following as a YouTube follower, Aussie Cossack, and what's she's called, Jessalina Maxwell. Let's kick off with her. Well, she got banged up for the charges of key to trafficking. Basically, I don't know how it exactly happened. She got arrested, but she organised sexual encounters with practically the whole people who count in America, and even those in the star system, people in power. And she kept the book of names of her clients. She, on their client's request, she presented with the product, say child prostitution, I should say. And during the whole period of the court trial against her, somehow this book with names of very important people, rich, famous, powerful as well, from political world in America and those of even of Hollywood as well. It just magically disappeared, and she was basically charged upon this felony charge. It disappeared, this diary, and they continued to prosecute her. That's the only evidence they had against her. In the end, they gave her 20 years for this charge, for this felony. I think she's about 60, she'll come out, and she's about 80 out of prison. It's obviously they used her as an scapegoat, not for the powers that be has intervened to stop, the judges investigating more thoroughly, because you would have found out certain, what powerful people in politics and in the star system were involved. And we're talking about big names. Obviously, you can't mention names on this, but pretty big fish to fry. And that would be the most biggest scandal in American history. So what they've done is they've done a mockery case, basically based on evidence which has disappeared mysteriously, because it's probably the intervention of the powers that be to do this thing, make the evidence disappear, because it's too delicate, and they are very important names in that diary. The other, Aussie Cossack, is a very known Australian patriotic chap, even if he has Russian origins, but he's an Australian citizen. He's a great chap, he is. And he's, through the lockdown period in Australia, he's been exposing the hypocrisy of the Australian government and local politicians, how corrupt they are. How Australian society is becoming more like a socialist Marxist society. The government using the police to spy on citizens which are considered not acceptable for the establishment. And I think one of the last cases he was dealing with is some local politicians were involved in kiddie fiddling, basically, and practically it was exposed. And somehow one of these politicians had a court restriction order for harassment, not for him to expose of these people in public. And obviously you must have some evidence to back it. Until he done these little skirmishes on YouTube, which are practically nothing for them. When he start exposing the big fish and start frying them, I think they practically shit themselves in panic modes. All those phantomatic charges they invented, this phantomatic court case, to say, if you go against establishment, we can bang you up. You can have arrested, sentenced, or put you in prison. Just like that. So basically, the powers that be are very concerned and scared if some person exposes their secrets. The nitty-gritty backhand deals, corruption, and all that stuff they do against basically the fellow citizens, really. We have seen this in every country since in the last 2 years. Well, the truth will eventually come out anyway. They are scared of the truth. They're scared of being exposed.